quartet out front at the moment. Now, can they make this stick, or indeed do they want to? Are they going to push on? If they let Dumoulin or indeed Oran get back here, Oran's got a really snappy finish to him. He can sprint essentially uphill, and he's going to have to. Just dropping back, Peter Sagan, he hasn't quite found it just yet, but if they don't push on this flat section, they may well be caught by some of the Classics boys.
Yeah, that's the problem they're going to have for the stage, because Sagan is just behind. He's trying to come across, and you know, he got distance on the steep part, but if he gets his breath back, he could be winning another stage here. So they have to try and push on. They're not wanting to help each other. These are the GC contenders.
They are. The best, I guess you might say, Classics performer amongst them is probably Oran. There he is in the green. Right now, it's the drive. What can they possibly do? Do you think Francis Desjeux are going to do a 1-2 here and go over the top?
Yeah, it looks very much like that. Reichenbach is there, and Reichenbach is not going to be chased back by anybody, but he does the right thing for his teammate Pinot, and tries to keep the pressure on. Just looking a little bit further back, you can see Sagan not yet quite on the wheel.
Not quite on the wheel just for the time being, but I feel he will be. And when we get to the Flamme Rouge, it just pitches up again. Not enough to knock him out, but it may well be, if he doesn't expend too much energy in this regard right now, that he has something left. 2.1, so we've got 1,100 metres before we get to the Flamme Rouge. When we get there, we have a ramp, then we have a flat section, and another ramp that carries us to the line. It's up and down all over the place. My goodness, what a great day. Terrific parkour. It's been a long time since we've been to Fermo, by the way. I hope we come back here every single year. In fact, it's only been 8 kilometres. I know what you're saying. They've been here again and again. Bauke Mollema also in there in the red and black. Oran, I think, has got a fantastic chance today. Both he and Sagan. Oran will probably take the inclines better than Sagan. It depends on how much energy Sagan's managed to keep on board, and how punishing was that last 22% ramp. All the difficult ramps are now gone. 1,400 metres in 500 metres time. It will start to flatten out. Then we will pick up, I beg your pardon, and then with about 650 to go, it will flatten again. So they're on this penultimate climb right now, but it's cobbled, it's nasty, it's gnarly. The whole day has been so. Flamme Rouge beckons.
It does, and Reichenbach is setting the tempo for Pinot. I just thought there was an opportunity there for Reichenbach to try and attack all the GC contenders, look at them, and a possible stage win for Francis Desjeux, but I still think that Sagan is sitting there waiting to pounce.
He is. He's picking a wheel, actually, at least visually, and that's Tom Dumoulin with the black and white stripe. There's Oran as well, still in a good position. Sagan knows that those guys will attack, and they're his kind of guys as well. The rider's a bit like himself, and he's got to believe he's got the beating of them. There's the Flamme Rouge. Not much space here at all. In fact, some of the car fenders, which you will see just sticking out of the wall, may well take somebody down. Let's hope they all stay safe. There's not much room to manoeuvre, and here comes Sagan. He's going to push for this one. Surely, is he going to light it up right now? Pinot goes for it, but here comes Sagan round the outside. Geraint Thomas is also there, and here goes Oran. Oran on one side of the wall, and there is Sagan. And he has a look over and says, come on then, let's do this together. Oran picks it up. He buries himself. Oh, and he really is going for it now. He's better on the incline, but there's a flat section that Sagan can get back to him. We need to get that runner out of the way. It's between these two, surely, but Thomas is not out of this either, and here comes Quintana back into the frame. Likewise, Pinot as well. Rolling over the top goes Sagan. Big response from Oran, potentially. He takes a big breath, tries to leave something behind, zips up his jersey as if he's ready for celebration, and Pinot says, well, it might be me. Don't let your mind drift, for goodness sake. They're on this flat section. It's suddenly going to kick up, and then it's going to be an uphill sprint for the line. Here we go. Here's your kick up right now. They dip into that small little dish. The man with the stripy trousers needs to get out of the way, and he does so. Right now, somebody's going to earn those stripes, and who's it going to be? Everyone's looking at each other. Surely Sagan, in this sort of situation, has got to be your man. Who's going to pick it up? I think Oran's going to take the bait first. Somebody else might come over the top. We'll wait and see. Here it is. Last little section now. It's the run for the line. Long camera view for you. Who's going to be the winner today? Anybody's guess. Still Quintana in there. Still Sagan waiting to go. Doesn't want to lead out Oran into this kind of situation either. They're grinding into it slowly but surely. Somebody's going to be tempted. but we don't know who it's going to be. It's got to be Sagan. He goes now. Here he is. He's pressed the button. Now can anybody else get back at him? Thomas is there, but Sagan, I'm afraid, is going to eat him up at this particular moment. Pinot's also in the frame here, but Peter Sagan, Peter the Great, Peter the Dominant, they'll probably name this mountain after him. Absolutely superb. Peter Sagan takes it. Pinot in second place. Roglic also in the frame. Likewise, Thomas.